Hi Flutes! This is the this is the tutorial for number 31, Mozart Melody. So first job is to figure out what the letter names are. So we have a key signature over here on the side that says every single B in our universe is a B flat. Every single E in our universe is an E flat, which is why you're going to notice over here, I'm going to say E flat, even though there's no E next to that. So let's say our letter names. 1, 2, ready, go. B flat, F, F, G, G, F. Now, this is our new note G. G3. Now, I know I say never write in anything, but in this case, it's a brand new note. You can write in the first time that you see it. Now, down here, we have that new note again, but don't write it in that time, just the first time. So, when I say G3, what I mean is my pinky is down here, and my first 3 fingers are down with my thumb. Now, I'm going to ask you, is this a high sound or a low sound? It is above the F. I always imagine the G sitting like this, above our staff. If F is a high sound and G is sitting on top of the F, we know that that G needs to be a high G. So I'm going to be making a very small hole and making sure I'm getting the high sound. So I'm going to go through the letter names again. We have our B flat, then F, then we have G, and then F. Now I'm going to turn the metronome on, get your metronome ready, and we're going to say the letter names with the metronome. All right, let's go. 1, 2, ready, go. B flat, F, F, G, G, F. Now I'm exaggerating my fingers. When I'm playing, I'm going to be keeping my fingers much closer. All right, let's try. Find your sweet spot. 1, 2, ready. Now, it can happen where your high note will end up low, like this. We don't want that. Even though we're playing the right fingerings, the sound isn't there, so it doesn't sound like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Make your hole super small, blow in an upward direction. 1, 2, ready. Now we have our next measure. E flat, D, D, C, C, B flat. You'll notice that we're stair-stepping our way down. Let's go over our fingers. Ready, breathe. E flat, D, D, C, C, B flat. Now let's play from the E flat to the B flat. 1, 2, ready. Now we're going to connect these measures together from the beginning to the end of measure 4. 1, 2, set. Now I want to point out something really cool to you. These first 4 measures are the exact same as these last 4 measures. It's a pattern. In music, we call this an A-B-A pattern. The first part is the same. There's something different in the middle, and then we come back and we repeat exactly the very beginning. So I'm actually going to practice this back half. Let's practice from this measure to the end. Now notice I didn't write in the G, but because you know it's exactly the same as it was in the beginning, hopefully you can remember that the note that sits above is our G3. 1, 2, ready. And I was in the way. I messed up as I took a big step. All right, let's look at that middle section. Here we have an F, E flat because of our key signature, D, D, C. When I get to the C, I have to travel my eyeballs all the way down, and I notice that this little section is exactly the same. This middle chunk just repeats its own self 2 times. So I'm going to start right here. Say the letter names with me. 1, 2, ready, go. F, F, E flat, D, D, C. F, F, E flat, D, D, C. And again, I'm exaggerating my pinky and my fingers, but I don't want you to be poking up at the ceiling. I want you to keep all your fingers really close. When I'm going to be playing, I'm going to try to keep my fingers as close to the keys as I can. So starting right here, keeping your fingers super close. I'm going to stand over here on this side so I'm not in the way. 1, 2, ready, breathe. And now we've learned the whole thing. Now all we have to do is put the whole thing together. Man, there's no good place for me to stand where you can see me and my fingers. So I'm going to end up blocking a little section of it. Hopefully you have your book open. All right, let's try playing it from the beginning. 1, 2, ready. In that playing that I didn't really like. Now, first, the good thing, I stayed right on the beat. And I got the notes correct. However, could you hear my fingers had a little stutter? It was right up in here. I was thinking about something else, and I let my fingers almost go to the wrong note. And at the end, one of my F's and one of my G's had a low sound to it. Well, what happened was I didn't make my hole small enough, and I got that low sound sneaking in. You don't want that. I'm going to do that again because I think I can do better. All right, I'm going to take a big breath, and I'm going to focus and not think about the fact that I'm recording because I think that made me a little nervous. 1, 2, set. Okay, I like that one. It's important that when you play, you think about it very carefully. Don't just say, oh, that was awful. Well, no, not all of it was. Find one thing to fix, or in my case, 2 things to fix, so that each time you play it, you can focus on making one thing better at a time. All right, guys, I had fun playing this. I hope you guys have fun too.